So I use AI to create this event dashboard for my wife's event planning business. And I'm going to show you how it works. And I'm not a programmer. I don't know coding, but because I am a prompt engineer, I know how to design prompts and I know what the client or the customer or even what a business owner how they think. And so I was able to create this. So, for example, this one, new client event. So let's say your client name is Bob. Event name is Bob's Gathering. Event date, let's say it is on May 28th. And then you add the vendors here. And so as you can see, this is custom made to my wife, who's a business owner, and how she wants and what she needs and what would be beneficial for her clients. And so I put just 10 vendor slots in here. And so you just start with the vendor name here. So let's just say, yeah, Bloom and Petals. I don't know if that's a real business name or not, but let's just do a sample. What is this for? Flowers. What's the amount? What's the total cost of this from the vendor perspective? And let's just say it's $800 because flowers are crazy expensive. And the due date. When is the final due date for this payment? So let's just say May 26th. And then what's really cool that my wife wanted was a payment link because originally she was going to send an email with all like 6 vendors and their due dates and when the deposits due and the payment link and like all these things. And so one thing her and I was brainstorming was, well, that's going to create a lot of work for the client. They need to find the email. Maybe they can't remember, did I pay this or did I pay that? Did I pay the deposit or not? And when is that due? And so her job as an event planner is to make the life of her clients easier, more efficient, right? That's what she gets paid for, right? That service, that value that she adds. And so she was like, well, can you put a payment link? I'm like, done. And so I put a payment link in there. And then also, if some vendors have a QR code, so you could put it right there. And then a lot of vendors they want a deposit up front. So say this one's worth 800, and their deposit's $50. You put it right there. Date the deposits due. Let's make it May 20, and then optional is remaining balance, which again something that's gonna benefit the client. So they'll see when it's due and when it's supposed to be all due by, whatever, May 25. And then sometimes vendors want in cash, so you could actually put a cash thing there. And then another thing that my wife, as an event planner, wanted that was going to be helpful was an agreement. Some of these vendors have an agreement that they need to sign, a DocuSign thing there. I would put it there and then add it there. And then once that's done, I could add another vendor right here. So you click that and then you fill out the similar information. And let me just do it for the sake of an example. Let's do, pizza. So that's food. Let's say now food costs a lot. Let's say that's $1,200. Due date 22nd. Payment link. Boom, boom, boom. Deposit. Let's go $50, and it's due on the 19th. All that. Boom. And then I got 2 vendors in there, and then we're gonna create this event. So once it's all created there, I could share this link with the client. And once they get this link, I'll show you what it will look like. So create this thing here. Boom. So Bob's Gathering up here, right? Bob's Gathering when the event is happening. And then up here on top is going to show you 0 of 2 payments. So from a client's perspective, this is I think just going to make their life easier. Okay, how many more payments do I need to do? How much did I pay? What's the outstanding? What's the total? And then right here, Bloom and Petals, right? So this pending payment is the total cost, $800, deposit $50, remaining balance $750. And what's really cool is right here, deposit and the due date. And so I don't have the payment link there. So if I had a payment link, it would show up right here, and all they do is click that baby, and they will go straight to their payment link and they pay. And then once they pay, they mark right here, mark deposit paid. So hey, what day they paid, boom, confirm deposit, and says deposit paid on this date. Right when they do this, it automatically sends an email to my wife, who's the event planner owner, letting her know that that was done. So this is going to cause so much efficiency. And so now my wife doesn't have to worry, did they pay or not? And she can, again, what her job is, what her role is, how she adds value is she's gonna stay on top of everything, making sure everything's getting paid, everything's moving along smoothly. So there, it's that. And then, when's the next due? And then if you want to add a note, sometimes it's like, you could write a note here. It's just saying, hey, a quick reminder, they will be there by 6 p.m. or whatever note that either the client or the event planner will have. Put done, and it shows you right here your note, and so that your client can see the note. Now, most clients are very busy, and that's why they hire an event planner. So they may not see this, but it's just their one-stop dashboard. This is the only link that they will need to pay for things and just making sure everything's on track. So pizza here, total cost $1,200, deposit $50, and so on and so forth. So, and it's very easy. You could, as the owner, as the business owner, I also created this owner access here where you put the PIN number in there, and then it will go to the page that I was showing you before, to this page where it's going to show you right here all the events that you have. Another cool thing that I was going to show is when you are doing this and you go back to the vendor list right here, right? You go vendor list and you're like, well, I want the pizza to be priority. So you can move the pizza up. You can move that vendor down. And so you could do a lot of different things. You could add a vendor after the fact. Again, everything that my wife's like, I need this. I'm like, got it. I need this. I got it. Okay. Done, done, done. And then you could view the event, and then it goes back here. Boom. Shows you everything. So this is just one idea. I mean, I had to do a lot of back and forth with my wife, making sure it's everything that she needs, everything that she wants. But also, I'm giving her feedback from a client's perspective. What's going to make it easy for them? What's going to make it clean for them? What's going to make their time efficient so that they want their event to happen flawlessly, smoothly. And so some of these vendor payments are pass-through payments that the client needs to pay. So these are one of those things that you like, you don't want to nag them and things like that. But worst case, you see this and they're like, oh, let's say it's like May 26th, this has not been paid. Then yeah, it's a simple phone call to the client or send a text. Hey, just a quick reminder. And all you got to do is just send this link. That's it. You don't have to resend. Hey, find that email. Nobody wants to find emails. Clients don't want to find emails. They want their life to be easy and fast. So you could send this, or worst case, you could just send a payment link and they pay and then you're done. But at least now you can keep track. Once they pay this, you can be like, okay, dude, boom, here you go. They paid. So this is what I created for the event planner business owner, and I'm looking to find other things to create because I'm kind of bored out of my mind, and I'm a builder, I'm an architect. I want to get challenged. So if you have anything, let me know, and maybe we could work together.